It's really interesting. I was thinking, and I was listening to a few things that were talking about what the saying, it's something, God's rejection is your protection. It's something like that. So it's like, it's just implying that we're always just getting steered into what we truly want, right? And I've always felt that way, and I've always been fine with that for that reason, like understanding that principle. And it's like I know my higher self wants the best for me, and that it always works out for me. So at times when I want something, if it doesn't happen or I don't get it or it doesn't occur, I'm well aware that there's a reason. And that doesn't mean I still don't have my own work to do, but it's like it's an easier swallow. Yet the way they were just showing it was something like, it's like for everyone, right? The highest vibration of all wants everyone to be happy. Unconditional love has no conditions. And so even those who, if we put it in flat terms, people will, it's like weaponize that kind of information, right? Like they'll be like, oh, thank God, like she was rejected. He was a loser. And it's like, okay, let's not call people names. And it's for his protection as well, right? Like I think people forget that. It's like unconditional love is working for all of us, for our best interest. And so it wouldn't serve, like, let's just take this even simpler. You have somebody, let's just because that's what they're showing, but it doesn't matter. The man is like really low vibrational and the woman's high vibrational. It got rejected. It didn't work out because they're not a match. And if it was forced, right, like if they forced it to work out, it still would have fallen apart because they would have been lying to themselves that they were a match. And it would hurt even more because he would then feel and realize sooner or later that he is less than, again, just hear it loosely, right? Like that lower vibration, right? And that will then make him feel even lower. And that could then also be a detriment to her because then it could pump up her ego thinking that it is a hierarchy and it's a better than, and that's no good. So then it hurts her too because then it gets her into her ego. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, no, God isn't punishing anybody. God doesn't have the moral conduct that humans slap on this shit and we label it so that we can quantify and understand it. But if we can stop doing that, but just quantify so we can move through, but then drop the quantification. Does that make sense? It's like, do what you need to do, label how you need to label so you can see clearly and continue moving through. But we still want to treat others as we want to be treated. And so, believe me, I'm not scolding any of you. I do it too. I'm a fuck up. I'm a human. I'm not, I'm just saying these are lessons I've learned too. It's like, we don't want to, it's like, it's always good for all parties when it doesn't work out in that, not that it's good that it doesn't work out what you want, but what I mean is that you can always understand that it should come together naturally. And of course, we have to work at things at times. I'm not suggesting that, but the basics should click up. And if they don't, that's okay too. You don't want to force anything. There's a reason. But again, as I'm saying that, of course, it's not exceptions to the rule. It's not. It's a nuance. It's an understanding of these things. In other words, if you're really lazy and never go after what you want and you don't have any desire or openness or belief in yourself, then nothing's ever going to work out. But if you do have belief in yourself and you do love yourself and you are open to the possibilities of many opportunities filling that desire that you have, and you continue to love yourself and remain open to that, then everything will sync up, right? Because you continue to move towards what feels good and cultivate those feelings of what you desire and are open to many avenues filling them. And I just think it's interesting how we really do like to make one right, one wrong. one better, one worse. And again, I think it's okay when we are attempting to understand in our mind what is occurring so that we can move forward easily, but I don't think that's what a lot of us do. I think a lot of times we do say, well, I'm better, so I'm blah, or, whatever the nonsense is we are judging, we are quantifying, and so then it's harming another, it's putting another one down. Would you want somebody saying that about you? Would you want somebody being like, oh, they were the loser, they were rejected, listen, nothing in life is that simple, is it? I mean, right? Like, things don't work out for varying reasons. And again, that's okay. That's okay, because everybody's meant for something that is more suited for them, right? So it's going to sound really messed up, but it's kind of what they're showing right now. It's like sometimes, like they're using that same example, but they're showing the man not only low vibrational, but like a drug addict, right? Like he's just bumbling around on the streets. Like it's a ridiculous, obviously they're not a pair. Like obviously they're not a match at all. And the truth is, that's clearly what he wants. That's where he's focusing. That's what he's like choosing to, he's dishonoring himself. So he keeps dishonoring himself. He's like in that spiral downwards. And so until he loves himself, the truth is he wants to be with other people who dishonor themselves and who are also on drugs and who are also, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, that is technically what he's calling in, because that's what he's sending out. That's what he's offering out. That either he's wishing that upon other people, or he is sending that evil eye, or he's telling the universe he doesn't love himself. Like whatever but he has to dig deep and figure out what is it in him that is calling that in. But until he says he doesn't like it, or that he doesn't want it, or he, whatever, then he's going to keep getting it, because whatever he's putting out is causing that vibration, that scenario to come back. And so that's why we all have to do the work. We all have to do the work for ourselves, right? We have to love and honor ourselves and figure out where, when, why, what is causing us not to, what our book of excuses are, what our limits are, why we would ever look outside ourselves. Like maybe he was jealous or envious or angry and sending evil eye and wishing, all these things on another. Well, then, of course, that's what he gets back. So, and please don't judge people everywhere when you see them and they're in that scenario. That is not always the case in this scenario. It's everybody's individual and unique, but we also all are very, very powerful, and we deny our power and our truth by living in fear and settling for the less than. And a lot of that is just very hard to swallow. People feel much, much, much more comfortable in victimhood. They like to call themselves victims, and they like to give you the book of excuses of why that is the case. They will argue and demand that you understand their circumstances, because they refuse to hold that power, because they're not strong enough. They're not capable. It does take strength to swallow those pills and recognize you chose what you chose. That fucking takes strength, because fuck, I can't believe I would do that to myself. Well, believe it. But again, that's not, getting to that level is challenging for the mass majority. So the mass majority will refuse to believe it and live in victimhood and hand away their power forevermore until they make it that different choice. And we could go on and on. But the whole point was, unconditional love loves us all and is giving us all a mirror. And so we keep getting that mirror until we make a shift internally. And so when things don't work out, or you get rejected, it's because that's not what you're putting out. That's not the mirror. So it's not true. It's not true. It's not clean. It's not pure, right? It's muddled. It's rose-colored. It's lies. It's out of fear. It's out of lack. It's out of less than. It's out of whatever it is. And so it's faulty, and faulty crumbles. And so it's like, don't try to keep picking up the crumble. It's recognize, there's a reason this isn't working out. So that means I have work to do to see what's going on. Or sometimes it's like, okay, just accept that and recognize you're right. That's not it. That's not the match. Thank you so much. I couldn't see that. That's right. Take that away. Take that away. It's like all the fake crumbles, all the fake fades away. It falls apart. And so the real can be built. The real can come in. The truth can come in. The clarity can come in. And so, that takes time too, right? And it takes time for you to accept and adjust, or at least I know it does for me, right? When we make big pivots like that, when we recognize that things kept crumbling and things weren't working out the way you liked because you kept accepting the less than. You kept trying to force it or to justify, right? It's like all these things where it's like, stop all that. The sooner you can stop all that and just be honest and real and true with you, the better off you are. And again, it's like, it's still not saying as clear as they like. It's like unconditional love loves us all. It has no conditions on any of us. We all get what we're putting out. I think that's important for people to understand. It really is a mirror. And so we can swear, which I have many a times, that's not what I'm putting out. Well, I don't understand. And so it's like, it's okay then. You have to wait for what you want to come in. Stop accepting the less than out of fear that there's a lack or it's not getting to you or it's not coming, first off. And make sure that that's true, right? That you are clean and clear inside and it's true. And that you don't have more work to do, right? And so there's always a million of these questions that we can ask ourselves, but we have to know ourselves. And we have to know how to be honest with ourselves. And we have to be willing to look in the mirror. We have to be able to allow the universe to show us. And if we're not happy, then we have to be willing to make the internal adjustments, the internal shifts, the internal acceptance and admitting, I was operating out of lack there, out of fear there, out of thinking that I wasn't capable, I wasn't enough, I wasn't worthy, I wasn't abundant, I wasn't whatever lie we were telling ourselves. We have to figure it out and where and why, right? It's like you have to, and then really you're just proving it to yourself. But once you can prove it so that you swallow it, accept it, and stand in it, own it, know it, live it, then that's where you vibrate. And so it's like, it sounds so easy, doesn't it? And technically it really is, but we sure don't make it that way. We don't. But that's those of us who also have that underlying belief of, well, you gotta work hard. So that bullshit can come into play too, right? That's an underlying seed that you could have going on in the back of your mind that is just that undercurrent that ripples through many of things that you don't realize that you can pivot on a dime. And so it's like that, okay, I want to pivot, but that soft undercurrent of, okay, but we have to make it difficult and challenging so that I know that it was worth making the pivot and that I'm worthy. It's like, no. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself for the steer, the change, the whatever. So you just have to be careful with all these things, but it's not even careful. It's just more like aware, recognize, admit it, make the changes, and figure it out. And some of us, it takes a really long time, and so that's okay. You just have to give yourself grace and figure out what helps you. Like I laugh a lot. That helps me a lot. Like because when you step back and you're like, wait, why am I making this a big deal? Or why am I taking this so seriously? Or wait, why am I, right? Because then you're like, oh, I have no idea. You're just bored. You just needed some drama. I mean, I don't know. You're just entertaining yourself, right? Like sometimes we do it because we don't, I'm by myself all the time. So, I really have to find ways to entertain myself. I probably like my company too much these days. Or it's just familiar, right? Like I've just gotten so familiar with it just being me and me that we have a good old time up in here. Okay, I better get off. Oh, God. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.